Hi guys, it's me, and today I will show you a page in my life is a true story journal. I Most of you will know I promised a really long while ago myself that I will practice on faces. I was always moaning about, oh, my faces are so childish and awful, and the only thing you can get better is practice. But I was always very lazy, so at some stage I decided so go for it and practice. I have a little Moleskine journal I practice not every day at the moment because of time issues, but I do it regular. And I decided now to do this page and make a face my focal point, and you can see the progress I made. And I still use reference lines. I still need that to balance it out properly. And I use these lines I learned with a book by Pam Carrick, Mixed Media Portraits. So that really helped me. This book really helped me a lot to improve. And I recommended it a few months ago in a video where I had some books recommendation. And that's one of the most important to me in mixed media, actually. So you can see me here going on with the ears, and I put already a bit of shading down with this pencil, as I do here at the moment. So the neck, for example, at the moment, it was too big and it looked quite masculine, and I wanted to erase it. You know, you saw me erasing all the time. One of my best friends, the eraser. But then I thought, no, I will leave it like it is. And to me, this face is, I won't define it as male or female. So that's why I will leave it here. This face has both features, males and females. So, and when you see the title afterwards, you will know why I thought that and why I left it like this. So I go on with a blending stump now and blend out the pencil lines or the pencil scribble I put down before, and I will actually leave that face in the pencil drawing in black and white. At the very end I will put a little hint of color down, but only a hint, using here a white china marker to soften everything out a bit more. The harsh lines you will see get softened more at the end, and I use my uni ball here for some lines I wanted to define more in the eyes, for example. But basically I go here with my pencil mostly. Most of it is made by my pencil, and I really like that. I'm at the moment at a point where the drawing is okay. I'm not perfect. I'm still struggling with proportions. I always have a problem with the left side. The right side is okay, and the left side is always a bit different. I think that's normal. And I'm always best when I work with a pencil. When it comes to colorize it, I'm pretty rubbish still. So here I protect the whole drawing with a varnish. I put it over the whole face, and when that had dried, I use a masking fluid here and put it over the whole drawing because I want to work with paint now. That masking fluid dries pretty quick, 10 minutes I think, it won't need longer. And then I start with my acrylic paints. I use mainly Amsterdam and different green tones. I have one paint here, the dark orange one, that's Indian hue from Golden. It's an acrylic fluid acrylic, and quite like to use that, but all the others are Amsterdams. So on the top I go with turquoise and greenish blues, one of my favorites. And afterwards, at the very end, I go over with a baby wipe and distress it a tiny bit to get some lighter lines or lighter areas back, as you can see me doing here. So this stencil, I have this 12 by 12, the same stencil, and I love it. I have it for a long time. And I always thought it would be nice to have a smaller one, but I thought it didn't exist. So, and then I saw Renier from Cray Boutique using a small one, this 6x6, and I thought, oh gosh, I need to have a look for that. And I found it, so I have it now. And it is absolutely fantastic stencil. I like it so much, and I'm so happy to have it in this small size because that would be great for working on cards. That's a new one as well. It's this Crafters Workshop as well, and it's Cell Theory it calls, and put it around the drawing, and it came to my mind because it looks a bit like one of the species in, was it Deep Space Nine or one of the sci-fi series, I can't remember. I think it might be Deep Space Nine, but that's what I thought looked nice. I wanted to put it first on the drawing, on the neck up to the face, but then I decided against it. This was my go-to script stamp from Kaisercraft, and I dabbed it into white acrylic and stamped it on. So here I use Maya Gold in turquoise, but it didn't really had a contrast. So, but I did want to use this color. So what I did was here I put some gesso down to give it a lighter background, that it had a better contrast to the other color. And that works quite good. When you want to stay tone and tone, but you want to have a bit of a contrast, put first a bit of gesso down, and when that dries, put the paint on top and you will have a bit of contrast, as you can see here. And I go on with that around the whole hat, not the whole hat, but on top of that. First with the gesso, go over with the heat tool, don't go too close. The stencil are pretty strong, but when you go too close it will melt, of course. This is actually one of my new Viva Decor stencils I got when I was there, and used it the first time. That's one nice thing, Viva Decor has really nice flower stencils, really like them. I go over with the solid ones now on top of the open with the green, emerald green Maya Gold. And now I remove all the masking fluid, rub it up with my fingers, very easy to do. And the head shape, of course, had changed now a bit, so I have to adjust that, and I go in with the paint and a small brush and adjust that, fix it, and it looks a bit nicer. Again, it looked a bit like an egghead, so yeah, you can see me adjusting it here with a greenish blue, and yeah, that worked great. And I will leave it like that. I won't give it hair or some other feature. What I do is I use the very thin micron pen here. It's a 0.05. It's very, very thin, very fine, and didn't want to have really thick lines. So this is the Derwent's Pastels pencils, and I go over a bit over the shadings again, and I will use a tiny hint of color here for the lips. That's a pink pencil, and that's it. You won't see it in this distance, but I think you might be able to see it in the close-up on the photos. I'm not sure actually. So I use the Sharpie here, the white Sharpie, to go around the flowers and define them a bit more. And I think do I use a black one as well? my uni ball or my Micron, the Micron pen in 0.1 it is, I think. I do. I think that's the inside ones, the more solid ones. I go around with the black line. So and these are letter stencils I got from Viva Decor, and you can actually divide them all. You can have them as you can see them as squares. You can separate them, but I think I will leave them as a sheet, and these lines are perfect to line it up properly, that you have a straight line. Not bad, really like them, and they're big enough. I haven't got letter stencils in that size. So, and I write the other words down with my Uniball. I use the pencil first to make sure that it looks sort of okay, because my handwriting is not that nice. And I go around the letters with a white Sharpie, and that's sort of, a bit, of course, edging with a bit of leftover black acrylic paint, but that's it. And you will see the close-up coming now. And at the end, you will see some pictures. So that's it. And I think it is quite good with the drawing. It's not that bad. I made a lot of progress, I think. I can see it myself even. Of course, I'm not perfect. I doubt I will be ever perfect, but I'm happy with the results so far, and I will go on practicing. Yeah. So, and you see the words. It's what makes us beautiful. That's why I left the face as it is. I didn't put the question mark behind the beautiful, because I think it doesn't look nice. So, but that's it. Thank you a lot for watching, guys. I hope you like it. Give me a thumb up if you like it, and I will see you with my next video. Thanks so much, and have a nice time, guys. Bye.